Click, click, boom, dynamite. What's going on, faithful? It's your boy Nick with Nothing But Niners, and we are back again to bring you another mock draft series. And this is going to be mock draft series 1.6. Yes, 1.6. That is right. And we just had Coach Tim on a little while ago, and he did his mock draft. So if you want to check that out, make sure you follow, check the little button right there, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you know when we're live, and go back to all of our videos and check them out as well. Got a lot of player interviews on there, media interviews, highlights, just a bunch of different videos. I think we have like 321 now, but we're growing. We're growing. And it's all because of you, faithful. So anyway, before we go introduce our guest here, we have Casey with us, but before we get to him, let me go through all the formalities. You know how that works. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Snapchat. Nothing but 9, the number 9, ERS. That's Twitter and Snapchat. Instagram and Facebook, Nothing But Niners. And you can also check out nothingbutniners.com. You know how that works, guys. So check it out. Look at all the blogs that we got over there from a slew of great writers that we got over there. And like I said, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. You can send us an email, nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. You can also give us a call or send us a text message. If you want to talk Niners, send us a text message. I don't always answer the phone, neither does Mike, but we get the voicemails and the text messages, and we will respond. So that is 1-628-888-3443. Once again, that's 1-628-888-3443. And make sure you set the bell, notifications, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit it now. Make sure you do it right now. Okay, I'm just joking, but really, right now. Anyway, guys, before we go, get interested over here to Casey. Casey, my man, what is going on?
Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. So I see you got that little green board over there, working it out. You know, I hear you do a little bit of marketing for internet. So pleasure to have you on. Tell the faithful who you are, where you're from, and what you're all about.
Yeah, well, my name's Casey. I'm from Spokane, Washington. So I'm up in like Seahawks territory, but representing for the Niners for sure. Letting people know what's up here. Big fan of the show. It's a pleasure to be on, and I should just let people know right out the gate. I'm a pretty big analytics guy. I don't watch a ton of college. Generally keep it to the NFL, but when I catch word of somebody I like, I'll go check out the tape on them. But big on just checking reports, analytics, stuff like that mostly. So,
it's funny that you say that because Coach Tim was just saying that as well. And he was saying that, nowadays in football, and John Lynch is they're really big on the analytics side of things. And, whether that be athleticism or just analytics altogether. And analytics have come so far in the last, 5 years, let's just say. You remember that show called Sports Science? It was used to be a really big show, but I mean, it's still pretty big, but it's not as big. But when we're talking analytics, that's, we're talking about stuff like that. And it's really interesting that the Niners, and you heard John Lynch say in a press conference before that he's really big on analytics. And not only are they really big on analytics, but they're also really big on, the person herself. We've gotten screwed over with a couple of players, I don't even want to mention their names. We won't go there. Nah, stop it right now. Anyway, analytics is a really big thing. So it's interesting that you say that. The other thing that I'm really aggravated about because you say that is not you, but is it's really sad that we can't get an all 22 for college, because I watch so much all 22 for the NFL. And watch coaches film and condensed games and stuff like that. But I would love to have that at my fingertips for college football. Now, I would love, hey, John Lynch, if you're listening to this or watching this, I know you're not, but if you are, hook me up, man. Let me know where you guys watching all this film at, because I'd really love to. So anyway, I know he's not watching this, but if he ever does, because you never know, we are Nothing But Niners. So, hey, Casey, so are you excited to do this draft, man?
Yeah, man, I'm hoping it's I've done a few, maybe 3 to 5 mock drafts so far. It changes a lot depending on what tool you're using, obviously, but I've done a couple on the tool you guys are using, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the Draft Network is a really good. The Draft Network is it's a pretty decent mock draft. But like I said, in this 1.0 series, guys, we aren't doing any trades. That's our 2.0 series, which will start, I believe, Monday. We'll start having some fans on. We'll do our own 2.0 series. We'll have a couple of the NB9ers crew on doing their picks as well. But right now, it's not about all that. It's not about the 2.0 series. It's not about the NB9ers crew. It's all about Casey and his mock draft. And Casey, we are going to go ahead and get this pulled up, and we're going to get this started. And basically what it's going to be is we are going to do a 7-round mock draft. We're going to do it on probably fast instead of normal because it's a little slower on normal. And then we are going to let you pick. You are the 49ers GM today. You are sitting in the hot seat. Hopefully nobody wants to fire you like our fans do John Lynch. But either way, it doesn't really matter because it's mock draft. It's mock draft time, guys. So give me 1 second here. We're going to pull that up into this window, and I am going to screen share with you guys in 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Where did you go? You disappeared on me, guys. You're not supposed to be disappearing like that. All right. Entire screen. Share. All right, there you are. And I'm sending you to infinity and beyond because for some reason it always does that. No clue why. Come on, where did my Chrome go now? Open. All right, there we go. All right, can everybody see my screen? Casey, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right, cool. All right, so we are going to do mock drafts. Let's start a mock draft. And who are we picking for today?
Maybe the Niners.
All right, sounds good to me. Go Niners. And I got to lower this because I can't see that because that ad will not go away. Next. All right, so I was just talking really good about the Draft Network. Okay, there we go. I was going to scream at it. But anyway, all right, so we are doing a 7-round mock draft, and we are going to go faster speed and select how you – actually, you know what? Let's keep it on normal. We'll keep it on normal because we got a lot to talk about. So, and we are doing manual, and we are going to – are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, give me the countdown. 3, 2,
1. Let's go.
Let's go. And my computer slowed down, so you see that. Not really, but it's not clicking. There we go. All right. Oh, look at this. For the second time in a row, Kyler Murray is drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Cliff Kingsbury gets his guy. Guys.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer here if this happens. I mean, this is what should happen, in my opinion, in the real draft. I go Bosa. You know, if for some reason the Cardinals do take Bosa, I'm an Allen guy. I think we've got to get that edge down. So.
All right. So you are taking Nick Bosa at number 2, right?
Nick Bosa all the way.
Nick Bosa all the way. Bosa is drafted. Now, I really like Nick Bosa, and it's not just because I'm the Ohio State fan, but I do really like Nick Bosa. And a lot of people are talking about, well, Nick Bosa only had 8.5 career sacks, blah, 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 or a year, you know, whatever. Look, the guy is a beast. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. And I am 100% okay with this pick at number 2 overall. So, good job.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. He's worth that 2 pick. I mean, I know you can get just like a treasure trove of picks, but, you know, I mean, the reason you can get that is because people want a player like Nick Bosa. So when the positional need matches up, the stars align, you gotta pull the trigger.
Exactly. All right. So now our from the Draft Network, our team needs are cornerback, safety, edge, wide receiver, interior offensive line, interior defensive line, tight end, offensive tackle, and linebacker. Now, do I really believe that we need all of those positions? I wouldn't say all of those to be a competitor, but those positions will upgrade other positions as well. So we've already taken edge off the board with the number 2 overall pick with my boy, Nick Bosa. And it looks like the 49ers are on the clock again in round 2 at pick number 36. What are you thinking here?
So it looks like I missed out on the Hawkinson lottery here that people seem to keep getting. So that one's out the window. But I'm curious to see what we got left for cornerbacks.
Cornerbacks. All right, let's go ahead and see. And we are going to go pick up cornerbacks. And you got a lot of them there. You got Justin Lane, Lonnie Johnson, Julian Love, Rakia Sin. I just like saying his name. I just want to hit him to hit somebody across the middle and be like, yeah, you rock your sin. Yep, that's the way I want to do it. But anyway. All right.
I'm actually looking for here usually in my mocks have been he's the guy from Penn State. I'm gonna butcher his name here, but it's Owurari.
Yeah.
Not sure how to pronounce that one, but it looks like he might not be there right now, huh?
Yeah, it looks like he was taken already. Let's see if I can scroll over here and see where he was taken to. Right there, Amani Aurora. He went to Kansas City with
all right.
pick number 29.
Yeah, I'm big on that guy. He would be a good scheme fit, but since he's gone, no use in talking about him. Let's see wide receivers, if you would, please.
All right. Wide receivers for $1,000, please. All right. Looks like everybody's favorite guys up there.
Yeah, we got some talent still there. I'm really big on Isabella. I think he's kind of the difference maker. He's I think it was Mike who said it, but I mean he is like you like took what Shanahan wants and created him in a lab. That's exactly what he looks like. So I would think about that here, but it's pretty early for him. Let's see. Definitely the two big tight ends are gone already. So you know what? Let's go ahead and I saw Lindstrom out there. I'm kind of weighing Lindstrom versus Isabella right now, honestly.
Chris Lindstrom is there.
That's a tough call. That's kind of where I'm sitting at right now. I see both those guys as like pretty important. They could make a good contribution to our team pretty much right away, I think. Yeah, let's see. You know, I think we can strengthen the O-line a little bit later, but I'd hate to miss out on Isabella. Let's go ahead and take Isabella here, I think.
I'm going to take Isabella here in the second. Final answer?
Pull the trigger. Let's do it.
Pull the trigger. Andy Isabella is a San Francisco 49er, folks, in round 2 at pick number 36. I really do like Andy Isabella as well. He is a prototypical type of receiver that Kyle Shanahan likes. He's really shifty. He's quick off the line. He's got good hands, really good separator, and he definitely fits in this scheme. The only thing that worries me about him at pick number 2 is I think you probably could have got him in pick 3, in round 3, and I probably would have went Lindstrom there just because he's still sitting there at the top, and he is one of the best offensive linemen in this draft. And I think you might miss out on him, but we can check because you are on top.
We'll miss out on him now. You know, I've been doing the mocks, and Isabella, it's about 50-50 if you wait for him in the third. Obviously, when trades come in, I would say let's not wait till the third. Let's trade back into the second, probably to do that and snag him because I think we should get him. But yeah, absolutely. With trades, it would be a little bit different. But I'm just trying to get the guys that I like here and make sure we don't miss out on them. So
hey, and it is your mock draft. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's rock it out.
All right. So let's go ahead and are we on overall right now? Let's go back to all, please.
Let's go to overall, and there we go.
All right.
So you have, let me make this a little bit bigger for you because I know it's probably hard to see right now.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
All right, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah, better, yeah.
This ad will not let me close it for some reason. It's something part of the Draft Network. So, all right, so you got Paris Campbell, Jay Sternberger, David Edwards, Michael Dieter, Darnell Savage, Rocky Olsen, Amani Hooker, Dex Raymond, Terry McLaurin.
Is Rocky Olsen, is he the top corner still available?
He is. Rocky Olsen is the top corner.
So I'm a pretty big believer that that we need some help in the secondary, whether it be a safety or a cornerback. And I know you guys we're across the board like Pro Football Focus. We love it, we hate it, but they do have some pretty good analytics on DBs making a bigger impact in their rookie year. So in a pick like the second or third round, I should say, I think we could see some difference makers, guys who could, work into a pretty big role in their rookie year still. So let's go ahead and get Rockhouse in and add to our cornerbacks here, because I still think there's a lot of questions at cornerback.
Yeah, and there definitely is. I mean, it's still to be seen how I'm a big Sherman fan, but it's still to see how healthy he comes back. It also is to be seen of how Akella Witherspoon reacts to the competition being brought in with Jason Verrett, as well as some of the young guys that we have on the team. So it's definitely going to be interesting in that position, and you can always use competition.
For sure. Yeah, so many teams look at it like, oh, we got a shut down corner, we're good. It's like, well, you always have at least two cornerbacks on the field. So I think you need 2 shutdown corners, and I mean, on top of that, you need a good guy at nickel. But I think we're pretty good at nickel right now. But yeah, just more competition in there it'll always just make that position group better.
Sounds good. So it looks like we've addressed cornerback, not quarterback, guys. I'm not jinxing anything. Cornerback, safety, cornerback, edge, wide receiver. The rest of our team needs are safety, interior offensive line, interior defensive line, tight end, offensive tackle, and linebacker. So, Casey, we are on the clock with pick 104 in round 4. What are you thinking here?
Who do we have left for interior O-lineman?
All right, let's go to interior offensive line. If I can get down there, I got to make this smaller because of that ad. Sorry. I'll hook you up here. All right, let's see. Interior offensive line. And looks like Lester Cotton, Alex Bars, John Baker, Nick Linder, Garrett Brumfield, Javon Patterson, Chris Brown.
Some of the names I want to see aren't here, it looks like, for sure. Okay, are we back at the top now?
We are back at the top.
Okay, yeah, that dude at the top, another name that's tough to pronounce. I think he could work.
Hirschbacher, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would take some extra, coaching. He doesn't sound like kind of a natural scheme fit, really, but sounds like he's got the athleticism, maybe, or the, the strength. They'd have to coach him up a bit, though. It's kind of the same thing, I think, with the guy right below him, the other dude.
Yeah, Bo Benchwall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're in a similar boat there, but if we don't have an interior O-lineman by this point, maybe it's a good idea to pick one up here, since we do need some help in there for sure. I agree with that. Just because I didn't take one in the first 3 picks doesn't mean I don't think we need one. So this is a coin flip for me here. Which one of these guys do you like, Nick?
Well, Hirschbacher, I'm going to read you the things and then I'll let you decide. Sure. So his size, he's 6'3", 304 pounds. Size and frame are desirable for the position. Plays with pretty good hand placement and pad level in the run game. He's clean, explosive, with explosive pulls. It rubs out of his stance on the outside zone to gain an early step on his opponent. He works hard to seal off lanes with good body positioning. Cons are limited athlete who plays very upright in pass protection, coaching. Exposing a lot of surface area, coaching. Opponents too easily get into his frame. He allows opponents to get into his frame and dictate terms, often late with his hands in pass protection, losing control of 1-versus-1 exchanges early in the rep. He's more athletic. Defenders will challenge him on his edge, susceptible to counters. He gets overextended in run game and struggles to sustain blocks cleanly. Doesn't arrive to blocks with violence, especially as a puller. That's him. So and that was from Ledyard. So let's go to Bo Benchwall. Functional athleticism ends far too many plays on the ground. Limitations stem from tight hips. Football IQ, he passes off swap responsibilities effectively. He does want to feel developing pressure. Hand technique, initial hand punch often doesn't stick on the frame of his target. Frustrating lack of consistency to latch onto bodies. Struggles to play within his frame, so he has balance issues. Pass sets is rather rigid in his pass sets. Plays tall due to tightness through his hips. He has power at the point of attack. People mover. Rocks hard into his initial contact. Best trait is power at point of attack. His worst trait is balance. His worst film was against the Ohio State. So Bo Benchwal projects most favorably as a gap/power right guard at the NFL level. Benchwal's provides ample push in the run game, but in order to be consistent starter in the NFL, he will need to focus on not overextending himself, finding more functional strength in his hands. So it looks like he has a little bit of hand issue with a little bit of balance issue, but that's all coaching techniques. And he is 6'6.5" at 310 pounds.
So basically, Perschbacher sounds like a better fit to me. He sounds a little more agile. He's already pulling. They said explosive through pulls. They said he doesn't arrive with a lot of force. Hopefully we can work on that. But it doesn't sound like the other guy would be a very good puller at all. And with the Niners running that like outside zone, agility is going to be huge. Agility, mobility, all that kind of stuff. So I think Perschbacher's a better fit. And I think he's decent value here. Let's go ahead and grab him.
All right, we're going to go ahead and grab him. And he is drafted.
All right.
Let's see. So we are finishing up round 4 now. So we don't have a pick in round 5. So far we've addressed edge, wide receiver, cornerback, and interior offensive line. We picked number 2 overall. Casey took Nick Bosa out of The Ohio State. Andy Isabella, wide receiver out of UMass. Rocky Sin, cornerback out of Temple, Jersey boy. Well, Philly. And then Ross Perschbacher. I guess that's how you say it. Perschbacher, interior offensive line. I'd like to hear Jimmy Garoppolo say, "Hey, Ross Perschbacher."
Yeah, I'd like to hear it too. I'd be okay with that. Like I said, I think a lot of people are thinking we need one of the top guys in the draft available at inside O-lineman. And I mean, that'd be great to grab one of those, but I think we need some difference makers at other positions first. Because, I mean, we had a pretty good O-line last year, all things considered, so they should only get better with more continuity, staying together this year. I like that idea a lot more.
Yes, I definitely agree with you there. So it looks like we are on the clock at pick 176, which is our first of 2 in round 6. Casey, what are you thinking here?
Well, let's go ahead and see all real fast just to make sure nobody crazy valuable is slipping. That looks pretty reasonable out there. Okay, so usually here I like to look like towards tight end. Did you pull those up?
Yep. Give me 1 second there. All right, so you have Drew Sample, Foster Moreau, Trevon Wesco, Tommy Sweeney, Andrew Beck, Donald Parham, CJ Conrad, Jerome Washington, Brandon Fritz, and Kendall Blanton. Caleb Wilson still there.
There's a couple guys I like here. I mean, I like Sweeney for sure. I've been mocking him a little bit in these later rounds. Foster Moreau is usually gone. I mean, just seeing what George Kittle can do in Shanahan's offense, I naturally wonder what Moreau could do being so fast. I mean, that run after the catch is no joke at the tight end position because, you can split the safeties. You got so many options of where to go, and I think Kittle really highlighted that. So since he's here, I'm going to say let's go ahead and get Foster Moreau and see what Shanahan can do with him.
Sweet. I like that pick.
Yeah, I think that's just a weapon that we add, like in the pass catching game. And I think it could help, it's going to help. He could be the next Kittle basically. If Kittle gets double teamed, Moreau's even faster, right? So.
Yeah, so he definitely, his best trait is pass protection. Versatility, he has played in a flex position in line and out of the backfield, although next level projection will offer upside playing detached from the line of scrimmage. Does not have the functional athleticism to be a space athlete. But that is making your own space. And if you remember, we have a head coach in Kyle Shanahan who schemes people open. And that is the reason why George Kittle is so good. So I think this could be a definite good pick. And he also has a big frame. He will be a player who can win with some bumping and physicality on spot routes. He works back to the line of scrimmage effectively, and as a result can provide his passer with a set of numbers to put the ball on. He gets extended out a little bit over the toes at times, but he improves notably once a hand fit is established on the body of defenders, particularly in pass protection. Can get lost on occasion working onto the second level, lacks peripheral vision to pick up a scraping defender on the backside. But these are all coaching things, guys. So, and that's just crabs. So let's see what Ledyard had to say. Best trait, athleticism and size. Worst trait, underdeveloped receiving abilities. Read that word, underdeveloped. Coaching, guys. Coaching. He was definitely a blocker during his time at LSU, showing excellent effort and physicality despite limited strength and inconsistent technique. He's not good in the area to make it his calling card at the NFL level, but Maru's athleticism and strong hands suggest that there may be more production waiting for him as a receiver in the NFL. So, with that being said, so far we have taken Nick Bosa, Andy Isabella, Rock Ya-Sin, Ross Perschbacher, and Foster Moreau out of LSU, tight end. So it looks like we have addressed cornerback, edge, wide receiver, interior offensive line, and tight end. And Casey, we are at our last pick of the draft, number 212 in the round six. What are your thoughts here, buddy?
Let's take a look at the tackles, the offensive tackles.
All right. Oh. Hello. One more time. All right. Third time's a charm. All right. So we have Max Sharping, Calvin Anderson, Mitch Hyatt, Ryan Bates, Ryan Pope. I know a Ryan Pope, but he's not the football player. Casey Tucker, Martez Ivy, O'Shea Dugas, Tyler Jones, Tyreek Cole.
So here, there's one guy I kind of like just because I think he's a good leader and like a locker room presence. And I don't know that he's like the heir apparent to Joe Staley necessarily, but I think he could at the very least be like a stopgap or at least like a swing tackle or something. It's Mitch Hyatt. Like I said, he's no Joe Staley exactly. You know, everybody kind of has the same thoughts on him. He's not the end-all be-all at tackle, but I do think he's a good locker room presence, like I said. And that's kind of what this team thrives on. And again, the same thing we were just talking about with Foster Moreau or even with Andy Isabella earlier. I think you got to throw out some traditional beliefs out the window when it comes to Kyle Shanahan's offense. You know, he's gonna get different results from one player than another coach would. And, you know, just like I said with Andy Isabella, you know, I think he can be a high impact player, even though he's not that big body everybody's looking for, you know. I think the same thing maybe with Mitch Hyatt. And I think just them working collectively as an O-line, you know, he could step in, learn from Joe Staley, hopefully improve his game and become a starting tackle in the NFL. But if not, I think it's a conservative pick to at least strengthen the tackle position until we do find the heir apparent for Joe Staley.
All right. So final answer.
Let's do it. Mitch Hyatt.
Mitch Hyatt. Mitch Hyatt is off of the board. So we'll let this conclude right here. I don't want to minimize it or anything like that because it always freezes for some odd reason. And it's not an Apple product problem. It is definitely not. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at the chat real quick and see what we got going on. I see we got some Raider Nation in here going crazy in here. Let's see. Y'all mad we got the greatest wide receiver? Nah, I'm good. Nick Bosa's a bust, yeah. All right, so let's see. Jimmy Garoppolo is injury prone. Okay, so it seems like Raider Nation is just amping our fans up, which is all good. It's all good. So let's see. Finalizing the draft. One moment. Okay, let's do my picks. And look at this draft. Look how sweet it is. Nick Bosa, number 2 overall. Number 36 overall, Andy Isabella, wide receiver from UMass. Number 67 overall, round 3, Rock Ya-Sin. I can't wait to say that if he's on this team. But anyway, Temple. Ross Perschbacher, interior offensive line, round 4, pick 104. Round 6, 176, Foster Moreau. And I got to make this smaller because of that ad. There we go. Offensive tackle, number 212 overall. And concludes our draft with offensive tackle, Mitch Hyatt out of Clemson. Clemson Tigers. All right. What do you think? What do you give yourself here? How do you think things worked and went in your favor? And what do you think overall?
I think it went okay. I mean, I've definitely had better mocks than this, but it's kind of a reach for Isabella in the second. But like I said, then I want that guy and I want to lock him up. In mocks, he goes about 50% of the time before we get a chance in round 3. So obviously, if I was the real GM, I'd be looking to kind of trade back into the second to grab him there. But yeah, I like that I grabbed him. Rock Ya-Sin, I think he's a competitor at cornerback. Definitely wanted to add one of those in the first few rounds. Perschbacher, strengthening that interior O-line. I think he could eventually work himself in. I mean, he could compete with Tomlinson for a spot, maybe at least by next year's time. A year from now. Foster Moreau, people are pretty tough on him in some of the reviews, but I think a lot of that is when they're considering him being a tight end 1. They're saying these are all the problems with him being a tight end 1. Guys, we're only looking for a tight end 2, for the foreseeable future. We've got that locked down with George Kittle. So I think he'd be a great tight end 2 to add in, way more of a threat than Garrett Selleck. And yeah, Mitch Hyatt, just going to be that locker room presence, going to add some depth, and hopefully just be a good pickup for the team that's kind of just low risk, high reward. We kind of know what we're getting. I think he'd make the team no problem and maybe earn a bigger role later.
Sweet. I like it. I like your breakdown too. Let's see. This was mock 1.6. Let's save that. So we have that. Every time I talk like that, I think of ET for some reason. Let's see here. A little giddy today. It's all good though. I'm in a good, great mood today.
And yeah, it's mock draft season. You got to be excited, man.
Yeah, definitely. And there I am, guys. I'm back. Woo, 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 woo. Anyway, guys, if you want to, I didn't do this with Coach Tim because I totally forgot. Give Casey a grade for his draft. What do you guys think? I want to see what you guys have to say about it. I personally would give it a B. I would give it a B, which is a good grade for a draft. And you got to also remember, in drafts, I'll give you a high B, yes. In drafts, you never know who's going to actually work out. So in that case, you're pretty much drafting off of film and off of knowing who a person is. So anyway, you have your first F from Raider Nation, just so you know. But it looks like, yeah. See, I don't like people like that, but I'm not going to be mean.
I think he's just trolling. I think he's just trolling.
Oh, definitely trolling, man. Why would you not troll? You got AB. Woohoo! Good for you. You still have Derek Carr, so I don't know what else to say. So it looks like you got B plus. So far from the guys, and the chat's probably just catching up now to the stream. So we'll see what those come across as. But are you on Twitter or anything?
No, not really. I don't have anything to promote so much, but I do like to pop into the chat whenever I can, whenever you guys are live. So, anybody who can, it's my face is my pick there. So maybe people will recognize me and chat me up about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, our chat fans are really awesome. Like, they keep it civil. They keep, nobody's real disrespectful unless they're attacking a Raiders fan, which is fine. But amongst all of our fans, everybody's pretty civil. I like that our chat stays controlled. We have a lot of guys in here that are everyday watchers, and I appreciate all of yous, especially you, Casey, for jumping on and joining me today to do this mock draft. And we'll have to get you back on and do a 2.0 series once we get the trades in. Like I said, our shows are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays normally, but I'm available all week if anybody wants to do mock drafts. Let me know. Content is content, guys. We're talking football. So I will talk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm available. I know Mike is out with seeing his grandfather in Delaware today. Happy 82nd young birthday. Which is cool. And that's, if people are asking where Mike is, I know we got Team Mike guys. I know we got Team Nick guys. It's all good. It's all team love. But anyway, Mike is out visiting his grandfather today. So happy birthday. Shout out to him. And hope he's having a good day. We were supposed to do a punt, pass, and kick, or punt and pass today because Mike says he can kick the ball 50 yards and he can throw the ball 50 yards on a dime. Well, pretty much a dime. But he forgot that he had his grandfather's birthday party in Delaware today. So he got out of it. But next week it's on. We're going live on YouTube. It's like if you ever watch Walking Dead, I don't know if any of you do, but it's like we're going live. Anyway, on Talking Dead. But anyway, yeah, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays are our positional breakdowns. We usually talk about the team or anything that happened over the weekend. Thursdays are our fan interaction show. We always bring a fan on. We always interact with you guys. You can call in, ask questions, comments, concerns, just talk football, do whatever. You also can jump on video, so you're always more than welcome to do that. Sundays, we usually do a debate day between me and Mike because our fans love when me and Mike go at it. Anyway, and lately we've been doing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and today's Saturday, guys. So we're live. Yeah, anytime you guys want to jump on, send us a text message, 628-888-3443. You can send us text messages throughout the entire week, and we will answer it live on the Thursday show. If you can't make it, we will give you a shout-out, ask your question, and talk about it on the show as well. So, Casey, anything else from you, bud?
Not really, man. Just keep up the great work. I'd love to jump back on some other show for sure. Anytime. Yeah, like I kind of said at the top, I don't watch a ton of college. So especially when we're talking about the actual 49ers roster, I feel like I have even more to bring to the conversation there. So
yeah, definitely. You did great, though. I think the draft was great. And like I said, I don't watch as much college football as I want to because there's no all 22. Get on it, college. But anyway, just charge me another $150 a year. It's no big deal. But yeah, so once again, Casey, I really appreciate you joining us today. It was fun kicking it with you. It's fun doing this mock draft thing. And like I said, I will definitely you have our text number now, so just send us a text if you're available on Thursday. You want to jump on. If usually we go like 8 or 9 Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know where you're at. You're Seattle, right? You said?
Yeah, Pacific time, yeah.
Yeah. So, so we'll definitely get you on again. And then, man, this Raider Nation guy's trying to ruffle everybody's feathers in the chat room. It's great. Raiders Nation, silver and black attack. So anyway, but all right, Case, I appreciate it, man. And once again, guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I think we're going to bring you another mock live draft later. Another one of our fans wants to jump in, but he's running some errands right now. So maybe in an hour or so, maybe a little bit later, but it will be 1.7 mock draft. Yes, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell, set the bell, hit the bell, tap the bell, rub the bell, do whatever you want. Make sure your notifications are set for when Nothing But Niners goes live because we are always going live. We're bringing you tons and tons of content, and you don't want to miss out. Don't want to watch the replay. Rather be interactive with you guys. So watch now, spread the love, and I forgot. Guys, we are like 80 subscribers away from 5,000. Once we hit that 5,000 mark, I will give away a Jimmy Garoppolo 94 Color Rush jersey, extra large size, to one random subscriber. So tell your family, tell your friends, tell all Niners fans. Follow Nothing But Niners on YouTube. And check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Nothing But Niners, Snapchat and Twitter, Nothing But 9, the number, ERS. That's that's Twitter and Snapchat. And you can email us, NB9ERS@nothingbutniners.com. Or you can email me, Nick@nothingbutniners.com. Very easy, Nick@nothingbutniners.com. Give me a follow on Twitter as well, 49er Faithful 365. 49er Faithful 365. Anyway, hit me up on Twitter. And you can check us out on our podcast avenues. SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Play. Wherever you want us to be, we are there, kind of like a Visa card in your back pocket anytime. Oh, yeah, and if you need a business card, we got those too. Anyway, also, check out our merchandise on nothingbutniners.com, Birth of a Dynasty. Every player that was on the field during the catch and their jersey number. And obviously, it's supporting us too. Hashtag NB9ers with 87. We also have Stone Cold Kittle shirts. Check them out, nothingbutniners.com, right on the front page homepage. If you're interested in those, hit me up, send me a text, email, whatever. We'll get those out to you. So, all right, Casey, anything else, buddy? You good?
No, we're all good, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe these guys.
All right. Appreciate the love and support, Casey. As always, man, it was fun to have you. Great mock draft, and can't wait to get you back on to see what you do with trades involved next time. So, guys, that's it for today with the mock draft 1.7. Big round of applause for Casey. Yeah. Great job, Casey. Good job. Good job. And other than that, guys, above all else, stay faithful. We out of here. Peace out.